Business struggles. Whether you're a new business owner or a professional one, business is an uphill battle that takes courage to survive. Every year, millions of salmon travel thousands of miles to return to the exact location where they were spawned to lay eggs of their own. People know this fact because it's an incredible struggle that nature must make in order for just one of its species to survive. This same struggle can be applied to starting a new business or keeping one going today. The reason why business ownership is considered by most people is because they have what's called a line in the sand moment. Something in their life has happened, there was a change that made them feel, then think, and finally follow through with starting a business. But starting a business is just the beginning. You will need a better mindset to make a better business. You will need to see yourself in a prosperous mindset. You will have to see yourself differently, as someone committed to a bigger cause. The same way those salmon see themselves part of a cycle in nature. Their success will determine if their lineage will continue. You are already equipped with everything for a prosperous life. The seeds are there inside you, filled with possibilities. However, just because those seeds are in you doesn't mean you are guaranteed success overnight or even in a few years. You have to believe without a shadow of a doubt that you were created for great things. There are people you will meet in life who believe they're only good enough to get by, that they only need enough money to get by. But they're wrong, and they're selfish for thinking that way. We all have the ability to partake of the best that this world has to offer us. People are missing out on the finer things this world has to offer because they don't know the price has already been paid. A great friend and mentor of mine shared a story of struggle with me, and I want to share it with you now. There was a man who always wanted to take a cruise ship from New York to France. A trip he had dreamed of for a long time. To pay for the trip, he put in more hours at the plant. He cut back on his daily spending by eating home-cooked meals every day, sewing patches on his work clothes, and taking the bus to work instead of driving. After a while, he had finally saved enough to purchase a ticket for the cruise, but he had nothing left over for anything else on the trip. The night before the trip, he took his luggage into the kitchen and began to pack with his clothes the only food he had, cheese and crackers. Every day on the cruise ship he would spend walking the deck, admiring the majestic ocean. But when meal time came, he would sit at a small table in the corner, and while everyone else dined on the finest foods he'd ever seen, he sat in silence and ate his cheese and crackers. At night that man would return to his cabin where he would cry himself to sleep, wishing he had worked a little harder or saved a little more. Over the course of the trip, the man repeated the same routine until the cruise ship finally reached port. As the man was carried his luggage off the boat, a woman approached him. She told him how she had watched him at meal time, sitting by himself with his cheese and crackers, and how she wanted to invite him to eat with her. With tears swelling in his eyes, he told her how he had saved all he could for the trip and he had nothing left to purchase a meal on the cruise ship. That the cheese and crackers were all he could afford. At that moment, the woman held his hands in hers and told him, the meals were included in the price of the ticket. We all have the ability to partake of the best life has to offer. People in this world are missing out on things because the price has already been paid and they just don't know it. We walk around with a dustman mentality. Just because you started life that way, it doesn't mean it has to finish that way. We're supposed to do better than our parents have done. We deserve to be prosperous. The road has already been traveled. Our ticket has already been purchased. You are going to have life struggles, business struggles. If you ever think that something can't be done, look at others who have traveled the same road. Changed your mindset, shake off the dustman mentality. A fantastic banquet has been prepared for us, and it's up to us to step up to the buffet. Now is the time to step up. Without a struggle, there can be no progress. Frederick Douglass.